Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys all had a great week and are excited for the weekend. I'm Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Yeah, as you can see, we have well, we're basically playing around with this support zone, trying our best to get supported here. As you can see, had a pretty deep wick down to nearly 56k. But that was quickly brought back up, and we are looking pretty good here. So yeah, it's this weekend's price action, I think, will pretty much depend on how today goes, which then could just be driven by overall traditional markets. If they are bullish, we will potentially hold above this 58k and have a bullish weekend. Probably between obviously this 58k and the 62k level. Or if we do have a potentially weak weak closers, or not weak closers, but just closers lower than where we trade in now for traditional markets, then yeah, maybe we find our way back under 57.5k, and we just play in this zone a little bit longer. But obviously this is looking potentially bullish. It's kind of like at the moment looking like we could form a pennant, but obviously that's not going to help us too much, because the middle of that pennant is basically directly where we've got this this zone in the support and resistance zone. So yeah, obviously taking out these highs, 60k, you'd be hard pressed to say we're not going to come and test 62k. Get up to 62k, maybe we get a bit of rejection and blast through. But yeah, it is a difficult read with basically where we are in relation to this zone, this support or resistance level, depending whether we're above or below at any point in time, and also the fact it's Friday and we've got the weekend. But we have got this whole trading day yet to go, so we can very easily get some clarity. Before the end of that. But yeah, we will. Just for the sake of, am I allowed to draw here? Yeah, just for the sake of just something to do. And we'll draw it in. As you can see, we are pretty mature in here. But like I said, I normally go for weekend sideways, so we could just drift out of this. But I do think if we do hold above well 58, even call it 59, so we're clear above this, I think the upside potential, there's potential for a move to the upside easily to 62k, potentially beyond. And yeah, if we do fall below, then yeah, potentially coming back down to test around the 53k's levels. But I mean, overall, you guys know my sideways bias, but we are basically doing our best here to break upwards, and this is looking potentially bullish. So yeah, I mean, maybe we do get a nice big move up over the weekend, and maybe we do get rejected back down as soon as we open, like we did basically exactly the same as we did last weekend. But what I will say, we've got this whole trading day to go first. We could get a big move up or big move down before basically traditional markets close later on today. So yeah, looking at traditional markets, as you can see, S&P is well, it's here. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I've looked at the wrong one. I've clicked on the wrong one. Wait. The reason I've done this is because I shouldn't have this open here. This chart should be like this, and then this is the one where I select through the other assets. But because I had that open, it's then making me think it's more of a chart. But anyway, so yeah, Ethereum US dollar, what is going on there? Ethereum USD, you can see still within this channel, still very tightly within this channel. So yeah, 1750 to the downside, 1850 to the upside. We're just waiting for a break above one of those. As you can see, we tried to break to the upside, got rejected, tested the downside, and back within our range. The more important one, this just looks terrible. It does just look terrible here on this time frame. If we do want to maybe look at, like, say for example, a 2-day, you can kind of see the context overall of yeah, potential this being a higher low. So This doesn't look so bad, but obviously the trend is your friend, and this trend has been down, so calling the end of this trend is always going to be a bit dicey. But this is as good a place as any, and this is particularly why I am leaning on the bullish side of us breaking up and then continuing upwards and making a new high. Well, a new high relative to these highs, obviously not a new all-time high. But yeah, that is kind of my view here. Yeah, so that is it. That is it. If Ethereum can break and hold above this 0.033, basically call it 0.034, then yeah, I think that will trigger just a trending action to the upside. And then similarly, if we do lose these lows, and we just give ourselves a bit of leeway to calling it, basically, well, we pretty much can call it 0.03. 0.03. If we do lose that level, then yeah, we've probably not seen the downside, and we're maybe gonna try and find a low somewhere. But like if you look at this chart, this does look as good a place as any for us to put in this low, and yeah, try and go for a higher high relative to all these previous highs. Bitcoin dominance as useless or useful as you may think it is. It's just, there it is, not doing a lot here. This is on a 2-day as well. You can see what it is doing, and if we look to a 4-day, a 4-hour, you can see we're basically just chopping within this range here. So yes, dollar index, yeah, did basically come down to our level, tried to break below. This was the level we were talking about, get below here. Get below this low, then we are coming down, but also obviously there we go, got supported there because they didn't fancy it at that point in time. But is this going to be a lower high here relative to this high, and then we do come down and take it out this time? Potentially, obviously that would be my guess of what is going to happen. That would be my crystal ball prediction. Let's click the shift and watch it straighten up. But yeah, still this same level of obvious importance, as we did identify. And as we have bounced off previously. Just a quick look at gold. Yeah, I mean, it's relatively constructive, this is, but obviously still in a big downward trend. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we could watch for a rejection somewhere. If I can draw a line, yeah, we could look for a rejection somewhere at this trend line. Which, well, not far away from where we are now actually, and then we've got this resistance box here. So yeah, gold could still be in for a tough time. It is pretty crazy that it is doing this based on all the money printing, but like I said, I think it has become obvious that gold is suffering due to Bitcoin also. So it's not just the gold price manipulation that is potentially going on. So yes, let's have a look at the stochastics. What are they telling us? Are they still pretty bifurcated? Yeah, 4-hour got pretty high, came back down, looking like a bullish reset. So this could give us some at least some short-term momentum, which then could bust us out that pennant. That is going to be what happens. 10-day looking, sorry, 10-hour looking good as well. 12-hour turned up, and yeah, from a low level, so that could look good. Daily is still coming down. 2-day is pointing up, and 3 days pointing up. So overall, we have got obviously minus the daily, we have got overall relatively bullish reads. So on the stochastics, so that with the fact this looks like a pennant at the end of a move up, and we are just in a macro uptrend, and we're just up anyway for Bitcoin. Yeah, you would have to lean on the side that this is going to break up. This is going to break to the upside. Do we want to do a bull flag, basically a bull flag projection, projection? Yes, we certainly do. And yeah, I mean, well, there you go. 75,000 potential target, 70. So we'll just draw that in there. Hey, what happens if I go shift like this? Does it go meet? Hey, it does meet directly up. Oh no, I guess that's 45 degrees as well. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, so I don't have to worry about these wonky lines. I mean, I could straighten this one out. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, could we literally be seeing an absolute epic move? We could. That would absolutely destroy the Ethereum Bit Satoshi pairing. Yeah. But do I think that is what is likely to happen? We could meet this target if we break to the upside, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be one candle. I think we will just basically play these ranges on our way up to it. But there is no real reason to say why we haven't got a 75k target. And you just know once Bitcoin gets to 75k, we're gonna hit 100k at some point. In the few months after, maybe even half a year. But yeah, so overall everything looking good until it doesn't. Yeah, fundamentally, we've got the Tether stuff going on in the background, but then we do also have the Coinbase stuff going on in the background, and you can just bet the global elites, the people behind the scenes, the curtains, they want to offload that Coinbase for a big massive profit before they basically try and really come for crypto. So yeah, they want to offload the asset. So I would watch for basically any bad potential Tether news to just be strung out until we get through that bullishness of the Coinbase IPO and distribution to basically unsophisticated investors. But yeah, so that could easily get us up to the 100k. 100k would be a nice level for us to basically place a major downside from. Who knows down to what level? Maybe a 60% retracement down to 40k. Who knows? But anyway, just ignore. I said that's even more crazy speculation than the normal amount of crazy speculation. But anyway, so yeah, it is looking like we are going to be entering the 60ks again this weekend, I would say. Normally I would go for sideways, but yeah, I think this weekend, the next 2 days, we're gonna pump. But I do think there is definitely the potential for us to find our way right back down to this 58k level on Monday. But yeah, that would be my guess. Clearly I could be wrong, and we could end up in this range again, which is very closely like what I kind of expecting, but that stochastic really looks pretty bullish. This pennant after the end of this move up looks pretty bullish, and obviously you can see this high and this high. We are looking like we are basically wanting to test some upside. So obviously, if nothing disastrous or relatively negative happens in major markets today, then there is no real reason that I can't see for Bitcoin to be drifting upwards over this weekend. So, and drifting upwards for Bitcoin is basically like $1,000 candles, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. But yeah, that is it, guys. There is some moon boy analysis for you for this weekend. So yeah, thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later.